Let's continue work on project Messenger. It's a full stack project, lesson number 2. And today I'm going to create first middleware. This middleware is going to be pretty simple, only one function. And what I want to have in this function, only to show whatever request comes, I want to see it in terminal. So let's open it. So this line is going to be here, one sentence. In real project, it's going to be not only one middleware, it's going to be more than one. So that's why structure is important. So we need to create a special folder where all middlewares going to be placed. So in backend, we create middleware folder. Middleware. Then here we create file request logger.js. Done. What we do? It's a function. If you like, you can create arrow function. I'm gonna use normal one. Request. First of all, we need to think about arguments. We need 3 arguments. First of all, request, response, and don't forget next. Here we place our logic. As already mentioned, it's going to be only one sentence in terminal. And we use CLG, means console log. Inside, we need to place something very simple, recognize. Let's use these square brackets. Inside with capital rec, then plus request as. Then we need space, and then request URL. And now, as you can see, this syntax it's pretty difficult to read. That's why I recommend just highlight all of this code, and then in the left side you can see the lamp. If we push on this, VS Code advises us some options, and I recommend to push on convert to template string, and then you can see there's another style of syntaxes. It's very useful. So VS Code clever enough to understand our code and advise us some another options. And now we get the same functionality, but in different style of code. So if you like this one, use this one. If you like previous one, leave it as it is. So I'm gonna continue. Now we need to export this. Export by default and our function request logger. Done. Now we can continue to server.js. Here we need to place it somewhere, of course, in line 8. It's pretty simple. Just app, use, and request logger. VS Code already found it, and we can choose it. Just push enter, and then you can see on the line 3, it's already imported. That's cool. But there's only one thing. To be sure that everything is going to work okay, place here in the endpoint JS. Just to be in a safe side. Okay, done. We can save it here, but we have one problem. In request logger inside, we have one problem. We didn't use next, but we should. Why? So look on this logic. When we go back to server.js, when our application starts or gets some requests, first of all, course start works. Course does something, and then he relays to express.json. Express.json does something and relay to request logger. Request logger should do the same. Request logger should do some stuff and relay to the next endpoint. You remember that we're gonna some points here, endpoints, and don't forget that we are going to work with password checking. So if we don't use next here, it means when we get any request, it's gonna stop here. Our server will work, uses this point, and that's all. But we need to go further. That's why we need to use next. So we did what we wanted. Now we can finish. And in the next video, we're going to create first endpoint. See you there. Ciao.